Hi, I'm Mike Handberger with Tricky Fast Studios. Today I'm going to show you how to use another interactive object behavior in Cat RPG Builder. This one is moving platforms. By the end of the video, you should be able to set up a moving platform, configure it to move between waypoints, and then also set up various options for it, and pause it and unpause it using a switch. Now, to get started, we have this fairly empty level here. It's got some geometry, it's got a player, and a first-person camera. And we have this little lift object here that is just a cylinder with a box collider on it. The first thing we want to do is make that a state machine. So we're going to add the state machine component to it. Next thing we want to do is add the moving platform behavior. So there's some options here. Obviously, the target we want set to the owner, which is the lift. Then we can give it a list of waypoints. We can give it speed. We can give it loops. We can tell it to ping pong. We can give it a pause duration. We can also set whether it's paused or not. And then we can set a collision behavior where either it will stop if you collide with it or it's going to actually fall. And then we can set the collide layer mask. So, we're going to need some waypoints. So we're going to set this to value. And let's create an empty game object here. Let's call this waypoint. We'll make this obvious actually. Let's add a sphere and make it kind of tiny. Let's remove the collider so that we don't run into it. So now we can see where this is a little better. So first thing we want to do is set one for right. Oops. Sorry. We want to let's set the first waypoint to exactly where this is. Alright, so waypoint, make another waypoint. Let's here, we'll make it slide across the floor. And then we'll make it go up. And then let's make it come over here. Make it come down a little bit to do that. And then we'll make it go over to this platform here. Just a little bit. Alright. So we've got a bunch of waypoints now. So in the moving platform behavior, we have 5 waypoints. So we'll set this to 5. And we'll go waypoint 1. That waypoint. That one. That one. That one. And as you can see, it's actually going to draw our path here. Whoop. Into a wall. So it's drawing out the path. We could set it, if we leave the loops at 0, it's just going to always keep looping. If we set it to ping pong, it's going to go back and forth. So we do want to pause for like 2 seconds at each one. And then we'll set the speed to, we'll start with 5, see how that looks. Should be all we need. Let's give this a play. So you can see it's moving to the waypoint. It's pausing for a couple seconds. It's going to go up, pause, over to that one, pause, up to that one, pause, and then it's coming down. And if we stand on it, oops, we fell off. So in order to actually be able to stay on a platform, we're going to have to give it a trigger. So if we create empty, call it a trigger, box, collider. So let's just move this up, make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Okay, that sounds about right. So we need to set that to be a trigger. Let's make this trigger a bit higher. Fit up there. The other thing we're going to need to do is make sure we have a rigid body component on our lift. And we're going to set that to not use gravity and to be kinematic. So now, run over, up on top of it, going up, go over. We could get off here if we wanted to. Over here. And then we're going back down. And we can just get off if we want. Now, the next thing we could try to do here with our lift, is in the moving platform behavior, we could set it to ping pong. And if you notice, that removed the last thing there, so that shows that it's going back and forth. So if we turn it on, you see that line is there. That's going from the last waypoint to the first one. If we turn it on, and it's not. So what will happen in this case is it's going to start going that way. It's going to go up, over, and now normally after this one it would go straight down, but since it's in ping pong mode, it's going to go back along the route it came from. See? And then it's going to start going in forwards, or there it goes. Okay. Next thing we could do is we could actually add a switch in here to pause this. So let's create a small cylinder. Okay. So we'll set that to be pretty small. Move it up here. Let's make that. There, perfect. All right, we'll turn that into a state machine. We'll give that a switch behavior. And we've also got to give it an interaction manager. All right. Turn that off. Sure. Okay, switch behavior. Under the switch behavior, we'll give it a move action. Give it 2. All right, destination is owner. And then we're going to add an offset. This is all covered in the switch video. So we'll go down 0.2, and we'll set this to be a stop action. Set this to owner, an offset, and we'll go up 2. So the next thing we want to do here is, actually, let's give this a pause moving platform. So we'll give it pause moving platform. Target is going to be named, and we're going to call that lift. And while this is down, we'll pause the lift. The other thing we need to do is actually add an interaction here. So let's go cat, RPG, interaction, switch interaction. We can leave all that stuff default. One more thing we want to do is make sure we click revert on stop to our pause action here, pause moving platform action. That way when the switch goes back up, it'll stop. And while we're at it, let's set a duration of a second for these so they get animated. Let's give that a try. So platform's moving, and then we can pause it. It's just going to sit there, and we can unpause it, and it keeps going. Pause, unpause. You could also have the platform start in the paused state and then have the switch unpause it if you wanted the player to be able to move the platform. You could even attach the platform to the switch to the platform. The next thing we can show off is the options under the moving platform behavior for collision behavior. So this is what happens if something collides with it, say the player. So we could have it set to stop. It's not start paused. So if I run over here and jump on it, it's just not going to move. And then if I get off of it, it starts moving again. All right, the other type of collision behavior that we can try is fall. So basically, whenever anything collides with it, it's going to fall down. Okay, let's give this a try. So for this one, we are going to run up here so we can catch it. All right, let's walk onto it, and it falls down. Lands to the ground, and it's done. That's the end of the platform. It's not going to move anymore. That about wraps it up for moving platforms. In this video, you should have learned how to create a moving platform, give it some waypoints, have it follow those waypoints, either in a loop or in a ping pong, and then also to have a switch that pauses or unpauses the movement, and set the behavior when the player jumps onto it to either have the moving platform stop moving, or to have it just fall down from wherever it is. I hope you found this video informative and useful. Let us know in the comments if there are other videos or tutorials you'd like to see. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on social media for the latest videos and other news. For more information on Cat or Cat RPG Builder and how they can help you build and prototype RPGs faster, please visit catgamebuilder.com. I'm Mike Handverger with Tricky Fast Studios. Thanks for watching.